This second game, we are putting things into order, one thing at a time. This is the diagram I use for that. Our rules are pretty straightforward. I will point out first that the suitcase handles on these last three rules all mean that while U and X need to be together, they do need to be together. It doesn't have to be in that order. And those other guys not together in any order. And also, in keeping with that suitcase, T and W, that's going to occupy a big hunk of my diagram, right? T blank blank W. All right, let's answer questions. Question 6, what could be the order? 4 of these are just going to break rules. That's why they're not the order. Answer choice A has T blank 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 W. That violates rule 2. Get rid of that. Answer choice B has T first. That violates rule 1. Get rid of that. Answer choice C has U and X separated, but they like to be next to each other. That is wrong. Get rid of C. Nothing wrong with D. That's our answer. And answer choice E has X and W right next to each other, and that is bad. They will not sit that close to one another. All right. Question 7. If X is in chapter 1, what could be true? If X is in chapter 1, we have a rule about X next to U. Now we've got that TW block that's got to go somewhere. It's either going to take up these 4 spaces or these 4. All right. Next, if we start on this top line, we have to separate S and Z. They can't both be here. So one of them is here, and then S, Z, and R. The other 2 of them are there. Same thing in this bottom. S or Z have to be separated, so one of them's here, and then the other one is over here with R. Could R be in chapter 3? No, that's T or S or Z. R is also not in 7. That is W or S or Z. S is not in chapter 2. That's U. W is not in chapter 5. W is in 6 or 7. Z could, however, be in chapter 3. Question 8. If U is in chapter 3, what could be true? Well, if U is in chapter 8, then she is next to X, and X is either here or here. If X is here, then we've got T and W, but they're not going to go there. T can't go first. They'd have to be here. But, oh no, rule 4 says that's not possible. So if U is third, X is right here, and then we've got T and W. And now once again, S and Z have to be split up. And then R with the other one of them. What could be true? R is in chapter 1. No, that's S or Z. R is in chapter 5. Sure, we just finished saying it's R and S or Z in some order. Question 9. If Z is in chapter 7, what could be true? All right. Once again, I've got a rule about Z. We can't put S next to it, but that leaves the whole rest of the board. So we're talking about W and T. They could be here, or we could move them back one to here, but we can't move them back any further. T can't be first. All right. In this first one, we've got U and X to pair, and so they could be here if it were, X and U, or they could be here, U and X, and S and R in some order. Right? So X and U are going to be together, and S and R will be together. In this second option, well, we've got to have U and X together, and they have to be here, and X is not next to W, and then S is not next to Z. In option 2, we know where everybody goes. We were asked what could be true. R is in chapter 3. No, that's T or X. S is in chapter, it's T or X. T is in 4. T is either in 3 or else 2. U is in 1. Yeah, we could have U in 1 right there. All right. Question 10, what could be true? R is mentioned in chapter 7. Well, if R is in 7, then we need T and W. And I mean, we could just stick them in someplace, right? Now we've got to have X and U. X can't be next to W. Oops. X can't be next to W, Dave. Listen to what you're saying, damn you. And S and Z in some order. Sure, R could be 7th. There's our answer. Finally, question 11, what would substitute for the rule that T can't be mentioned in chapter 1? You know, the easiest possible way to do that, to say that T can't be here, would be to say that W can't be here. Oh, holy effing S. Answer choice B. If W can't be in 4, then that's the same thing as saying that T can't be in 1, and that then finishes this second game.